got Captain Liz and some kids from the Salvation Army. Is it Red Shield? Youth Center. So give him a little applause there. They're going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And then Sharon Waters from First Christian Church. Are you here? Very good. You'll lead us in prayer afterwards. But all right, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Great job, great job. So I got two.
And Janelle's about to pray.
Jesus, thank you for letting us see another day, and may God bless everyone here today and everyone else in the world that's in need. And I want you to bless everyone and take away their sins. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
What a great job, buddy. We'll have two prayers today. Yep. We're blessed with two prayers today. How about that? Hey, thanks, buddy. Great job.
Thank you.
Do you normally stand?
We can.
No? We can if you want.
You want us to?
It's
It's
a
your
little
call.
hard
You got
to-
the floor. It's your call.
I'm sorry.
I said it's your call.
Okay. Go ahead and stand.
No, all right.
Let us enter into an attitude of prayer. Heavenly and amazing Father, we thank you that you have allowed us the opportunity to participate in this city council meeting. We pray that you will be at the center of decisions made and that all present will acknowledge your presence and wisdom in each area of discussion. Give us the grace to be able to disagree in a spirit of respect and charity. Deliver our council members, O God, from any hesitation to make a stand for justice. We also pray that all decisions made today will positively impact and bless Beckley businesses, schools, and the wider community. Holy and just are you, O blessed indwelling, now and forevermore. Amen and amen.
Amen. All right, with that, we'll bring this meeting to order. Susan, do note that we do have a quorum. It also came to my attention, I talked to someone this weekend that listens in on our city council meetings, and they said that a lot of times some of the speakers, city council, even people that do the public comments, that they can't hear. So just make sure that we speak clearly into the microphone when it's your turn. All right, first item on the agenda is the reading and approval of the minutes from the April 22nd, 2025 council meeting. May I have a motion to approve the minutes as presented?
So moved. Second.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor of approval say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed say nay. So moved. Thank you, council. Next is a reading and approval of the minutes for the April 29th workshop. May I have a motion to approve the minutes as presented?
So moved. Second.
Any questions or comments about the workshop minutes? Very good. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed say nay. Okay, approved. Thank you, council. Next up is brief comments from council members. Janine, we'll start with you.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Mr. Boland, thank you for your help with Thomas Street. And I received a call from some of the constituents over in Woodcrest. They are asking that if you could come or your staff to look at some of the streets that need to be paved over there. And Piney Oaks, I hope we can put some more pressure on him. I just rode by there, and the windows more windows are out there. So if we can put some pressure on him, that would be good. Sidewalks for South Fayette Street and South Canora Street, if we could look into that, of trying to get those sidewalks repaired. And, let's see, two more things. Reverend Leach, who is the pastor of St. Paul Baptist Temple, is requesting, he's not requesting for the whole street to be renamed, but because I don't mind, I would pay for it, a sign to be put up myself, I will pay for it. But is it any way that if I get the sign, that maybe, I don't know if Public Works or someone could put it up for me, just saying that, I don't know exactly what he wants on the sign, but
Walter Leach?
uh-huh, you
Okay.
probably know him.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and then the same thing for Reverend Staples, Nelson Staples on Moore Avenue. If, like I said, I will pay for it and put a sign on that street. Because I know we can't change the name because all of the residents would have to approve of it, so. But that's all I think I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Janine. Kip?
Just real brief, I don't have very many comments tonight. I've golfed Black Knight twice, it's in great shape. Thank you, Leslie, for getting that course back in shape. And we have our new guy there. He is very energetic, ready to go. I post stuff, he posts, or whatever. I'm not active on Facebook, but whenever Landon posts something, I try to post it. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Kip. Frank?
Yes, I'd like to, I don't know who paved the road over between Walmart and Regner Road. Whoever did that, if it was the city, I appreciate it because I got 15 calls on it. I'm sorry, who said that? Okay. Oh, Bridge, I tell you, thank you. And thank you for, for us, I guess, getting in contact with or whoever, because them, it's wonderful. The guy sent me a video of it, and I act like I was driving down the road. But other than that, it just the downtown area. We need to just look into the leases that we got, and also what we're gonna do with some of the buildings.
Okay, thank you, Frank. Nancy?
The only thing I have to say tonight is I'd like to look at the sidewalks around the city because a lot of them are overgrown and need repair. A child on our street had fallen the other day and broke his arm, so we do need to work on it. Thank you.
Well, first I'd like to say thank you to the mayor for coming out and helping me and my husband mow the rain garden on the corner of Pinewood and Tolly. Made a big improvement. We had fun. We probably had too much fun. But also, my family and I spent the weekend at Matewan in Mingo County because I wanted to see the Mine Wars Museum. And that area is experiencing a little rebirth. What they are doing in their small town is pretty amazing. And I know if Mingo County can do it, and that little town of Matewan can do it, Beckley can do it too. So we just need to talk about the buildings that we own, what we can do with them, and enticing more businesses in. I think that's it.
Thank you, Natalie. Yeah, Kip kind of stole my thought. I was going to talk about Black Knight as well. We finally did get open. We got a new director of golf. His name is Landon Perry. Like Kip said, he's super energetic. I was out there. Kip and I actually played on a Monday, and they had a league already formed, already booked up. Couldn't take any more people. And it was like the first few days we were open.
Well, that was last year's league.
Well, whatever, it worked. I loved it.
Yeah, but they had been waiting breathlessly, so they were very patient.
Well,
They're the VA league, they come.
I met with Landon the other morning, and he said the first 7 days were pretty good. Kip's right, the course is in great shape. Leslie, hats off to you. I think Black Knight looks awesome. I'm excited with the new director of golf, and yeah, very good, very good. The other thing is, this past Saturday, Leslie Baker, Jim Warfield helped put on the Beckley Coffee Tea Sweets Treats. I thought we had a great community event. I thought it was very well organized. I thought we had a great turnout. So again, Jill, thank you for pulling that off, and Leslie.
It goes on for the rest of the month.
Yeah,
And it goes on for the rest of the month, and we got to crown the new, what do you call her, Miss Rhododendron Festival Queen. So it was fun. So anyway, thank you both.
Mayor, may I say one more thing?
Sure.
Thanks to Public Works, y'all got the water over fixed. I appreciate you. At your center.
Thank you, Frank. Sherry?
I do want to thank the mayor and Natalie's husband for mowing the rain garden. I had reached out to Jeremiah Johnson. There had been a delay in the bidding of the person that was going to, the contract. And so rather than waiting, you know, you can't get a second opportunity to make a good first impression. And so, Natalie, thank you for doing that, and Mayor and Larry Coods. I also want to say, you know, Beckley, West Virginia has been doing something since 2011, and we did have the National Day of Prayer. Thank you, Chief. Your guys were up there with us a lot of the day. Jill, thank you so much for making sure that we're going to continue to do that. And, you know, it really, really touches my heart that a constituent called me and wanted to know about how City Council works. And just today, that person, a couple hours ago, found out that we have a City Council meeting the second and fourth Tuesday, and that person's here. And that just warms my heart because they want to see how city government works and the governance of the city. I want to thank that person for being here and everybody else that's here. I appreciate you, Pastor, saying that sometimes we have to agree to disagree and be civil. You know, we have a civility ordinance here, and sometimes we have to pull back. You know, I think that we want to do what's best for the greater good, and there's a lot of good things that are happening in Beckley. Mayor, Natalie, thank you again. Thank you, everybody.
Cody?
Yeah, big thing I'm with Frank. I like to see Queen Anne was patched up. It was nice driving on that this past weekend, and it's all nice and patched. And maybe we can work on a long-term solution of adopting that or whatever it may be. And then the next thing I had was Black Knight. I know Kip and Ryan kind of touched on that. Me and Ryan's talked about it a little bit. And hiring Landon, I think, is great. I've known Landon since I was in high school. I talked last week, Fred Persinger asked me to be on the show. I was on there on Wednesday, and we talked a good bit about it and just trying to help promote it. And, you know, I've always, you know, thought maybe different about Black Knight. I wasn't really big on the purchase when the city purchased it. And, you know, after our workshop, seeing how much we're down with Black Knight, I really am just, I think it's time that we switch the mindset, and we have to get, the community has to buy in on Black Knight and the great asset it could be, and we need to get Black Knight built up. I mean, let's look at it as not $6.5 million lost, let's look at $6.5 million invested.
I think it's 600,000. Oh, you're talking about the purchase.
All together, with the purchase and everything, we're like 6.5 in. So I'm saying, we need to put some money into it, get it running, get it up where it can be, you know, make money. Landon's doing promotions right now, and he's trying to push it hard. And, you know, like a thing me and Landon talked about when I was out there last Saturday was, you know, if we can eventually get the pool, I know it's not ready to open right now, but if we could eventually figure out how to get that pool open, you think of what kind of place that could be on a Saturday. You know, the mom and the kids are at the pool, the dads are playing golf, or however it may be, and then you have the restaurant and eat. And we got to really make it to where you're going to make money. Right now, you know, it's just for the golf and stuff and for the food, and it makes it tough for like Landon to make it do it. So I think we got to rally behind Landon and Leslie and Jeremiah and really, you know, push to get Black Knight rolling. And it's, I mean, how many cities can say that they own a 9-hole golf course in downtown with the restaurant and the pool? So.
Yep.
I think, you know, we just all need to work together on changing the mindset of Black Knight.
Thank you, Cody. Mr. Gerald?
I want to double that. Thank you, Leslie. And Landon has been great. I've met with him several times. But recently I've been negotiating insurance with West Virginia Corp. So what we decided to do, since it's for those that don't know what it is, it's an actual municipality and county insurance, self-insured, liability and property insurance. So we've been negotiating with them, and we'll also, in our negotiations, we'll also give our past insurance carrier an opportunity to bid on the same insurance coverage. And also, we'll go to the state Brim Insurance and have them also quote the same insurance. Okay, so you'll have at least 3 quotes. Okay, legally, we don't have to bid it out. It's not really an insurance company. It's really owned by the municipalities and the counties, so it legally doesn't have to be bid out. Okay?
So you are gonna get 3 quotes then?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna try. Some of them might not even wanna bid. So we'll
Right.
definitely try to get 3.
Okay.
I know our current carrier will probably bid on it. I don't know whether Brim will or not, since they're part of the state. Okay?
Very good. Is that it?
Yes.
All right, thank you. We'll move on to old business. The first item is award a bid for asphalt, concrete, stone, abrasive sand, and reinforcement rods. We unsealed the bids, I guess, at the last city council meeting. And with more information on this, I'll turn it over to council member Cody Reedy.
Yeah, so for asphalt, we received 2 bids. One was from AAA and one was from Southern West Virginia Asphalt. Mr. Gerald looked into it, and the state contract was lower, so he's spoken with both companies, and they're willing to honor the state contract. So I'm going to recommend we reject both of the bids and that we award it by state contract for both entities, whatever one we could get to. I know Southern West Virginia is local, and they, I'm pretty sure they'll deliver, but AAA is in Mercer County, and we have to go pick it up. But they're willing to offer state contracting, the same pricing, so, you know, we probably get local, and then if they're out or something, we can also go to AAA and get it if need be. So I recommend we do that, and then for, Mr. Fowle, should we do the asphalt one and then do the concrete as a separate motion?
I think so, yes.
Okay, so I would make a motion that we would reject both bids and award the state contract to both entities.
Second.
Is there any questions or comments about that? Any questions about the, what we're doing here? Okay, great. Very good. All those in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say nay. Okay, very good. Cody, you want to do the second one?
Sure. So next we have we had one bid for concrete, and it's Premier Concrete. I'll go over the prices real quick. At 2,500 psi, it's $185. 3,000 psi, it's $190. 3,500 psi, $195. 4,000 psi, $200. I'll make that in the form of a motion to accept that bid for Premier Concrete.
So moved.
Second. Any questions or comments for Cody about the bid on that one? Very good. All those in favor of approving this, say aye.
Aye.
If there's anyone opposed, say nay. Okay, approved. Thank you, Cody. We'll do the next one.
All right, I can do it. For stone and abrasive, we just received one bid from Appalachian Aggregates, and it's showing Class 1 at $12.50 a ton or $27 a ton. Then number 9 graded stone at $18 a ton or $32.50 a ton. I'm guessing that should be two different classes. Okay, so the second price is delivery. So $12.50 if we pick it up for Class 1, $27 if we get it delivered for Class 1, and for number 9 graded, it's $18 for pickup and $32.50 for delivery. I'll make that in the form of a motion that we accept that bid.
Second.
Any questions from council for this? Okay, very good. All those in favor of approving the bid from Appalachian Aggregates, please say aye.
Aye.
If there's anyone opposed, say nay. Okay, it's approved. Thank you, council. Was it just those 3, Cody?
Yes.
All right. Next, we'll move on to the second reading and public hearing of ordinance changing the starting time of city council meetings from 6:30 PM to 5:30 PM. Mr. Fowle, do you have anything on that before we make a motion on it?
Yeah, what I'll do is, I want to conduct a public hearing on it.
Okay.
Invite the public if they have any comments. I'll read the ordinance by title, and then after that, we'll ask for comments if anybody in the public has any to share with us. The title of the ordinance is Ordinance Changing Starting Time of Regular Meetings of Beckley Common Council from 6:30 PM to 5:30 PM on second and fourth Tuesdays of each month. The first reading of this ordinance occurred on April the 22nd, and it was approved by council at that time. Tonight is second reading. If approved tonight, it will go into effect in the next meeting, which would be 2 weeks from tonight, which would be the 27th of May, would commence at 5:30 p.m. At this time, I'll open the public hearing and ask if anybody has comments either in favor of or in opposition to this ordinance. Yes, Ms. West.
Yes, well, you know, it's a thing about the Board of Education and being in conflict with this. So why don't you guys just go first and third Tuesday and let the Board of Education be second and fourth Tuesday? That would eliminate the problem of people saying that you all are keeping people from going to the Board of Education meeting. So why don't you all do that? That'll be a whole lot better than raising Cain over something that's easily fixed. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
It doesn't affect me at all one way or the other, but it affects others. I want to reiterate what Mary West said, that it would be nice to have the Tuesday meetings on the first and third Tuesdays instead, so that the ones that need to go to the, school meetings can go to them and not have to worry about trying to get over here and miss half me or can't go at all, have to go choose one or the other. And the parking commission could be changed, to the third, the third Tuesday instead, because it would accommodate everyone and help, it'd help everyone, especially those, the school board need to go. 5:30, 6:30, I don't care, but, and it doesn't matter to me about the date either, but it does to others, and if they need to, they got kids, grandkids in school, and they need to go to the meetings, that would be nice.
Thank you. Any other comments? Yes.
I've spoken against this ordinance previously, and I have also asked of this council, who is the one who asked for this ordinance from this council, and I still have not received an answer. There are issues with the Board of Education. Our education in West Virginia is being defunded. Our schools are in trouble. How can we attend both meetings if you change the time? I will reiterate what Ms. West said. If it's not about interfering with the Board of Education, then change the week. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening. I've stood before you many times before, and I hope I still have some friends after I say what I have to say tonight. I find it to be complete censorship and suppression if you force us to choose between attending a Board of Education meeting in a state where we fall 47th in the country in education. Our schools are being defunded. Finally, the community is engaged and showing up at Board of Education meetings, and all of a sudden now you want to take our voice away and make us choose between being here to be an active part of participating in local government or attending Board of Education meetings. If you cannot change the date or the time, I would ask why you ran to be in city council when you knew the meetings were going to be at 6:30. I also say that if you are unable physically to attend a meeting at 6:30 twice a month, it might be time to resign your position. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else have any comments? If not, we'll close the public hearing. Mayor?
Very good. May I have a motion to approve the ordinance as presented?
Mr. File, may I ask a question before we do that? I'm sorry,
Sure.
Mayor. Would it require a change in code to change the dates?
We'll have to look at that. I cannot answer that off the top of my head. I would have to look at it.
Could we make the amendment to change it from the first and third?
schedule
Or we
my
take it
vacation.
to this and then just let it go, then if it's
Okay.
Can we not table this until we can look into it? Because I can understand both, points of view in this. I mean, it don't matter with me either way it go, but I do understand that the fact that a lot of people here has made the choice to be here, than a lot of people over there school board make the choice to be there. I'm just wondering if we can table this until we, the good question that Ms. Natalie asked, to look and investigate that.
Yeah, I don't think it's any big deal. I mean, personally, I'd do it for everybody else. I think we'd have more turnout if we did move it from 6:30 to 5:30. Everybody gets off work at 4:30 or 5, so I don't care. I'd be here at 10 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, me too.
I think we all agree it doesn't matter. What's easier for you all? What's easier for the department heads? But if we want to table it, I could just make a motion and have no problem.
And it was
with that.
never once mentioned in any comments that we were going to do this because of Board of Education meeting. I mean, to be honest, like, I couldn't even told you what time the Board of Education started. I mean, that was never once in the discussion, so for that narrative to being passed around is absolutely ridiculous.
Hey, anyway, this is between us.
But
We'll just make,
I'll make a motion that we table this for further discussion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of tabling this to the next council meeting for vote, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say nay. Very good. Motion's tabled to the next council meeting. And I think we can look at changing it to the first and third. I don't know what, it doesn't matter. I can promise you, just for me talking to council members, we don't care. It's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal.
Exactly. Thank
So,
you.
it's more for you all. I think we'd have more people here if it was at 5:30 when people get off work instead of trying to go home. But that's just my opinion.
Well,
We'll move
we
on.
also need to consider these employees that are required to stay here. When we get out of here at 9 o'clock and they've already done a day's work. And we can't run without our employees. All this transition, our employees were the ones that kept the city running.
It's
All right, anyway, it's tabled. Moving on, new business. So we have guest speakers Bob Runyon and Jenna Belcher. If you want to come up. Sorry, I mispronounced your name, Miss Belcher. That's good.
So I appreciate you all. I'm here in my capacity as a Raleigh County Memorial Airport Authority board member. And I have with me Bob Runyon, our airport manager. And we are here tonight to provide just a brief overview of the selection process for the essential air service provider, and explain why we as an authority board have selected Contour Airlines as our essential air service provider. So a little bit of background about the Essential Air Service Program, or EAS as we'll call it. The EAS program is pretty critical to ensuring that rural communities across the United States remain connected to a national air transportation system. So the Department of Transportation requires that participating communities carefully review proposals. It follows an RFP process as determined by the DOT, the federal DOT, to submit a request for proposal to serve the essential air service provider. So those proposals are reviewed by the airport authority, and a recommendation is based on 5 key criteria, which is reliability, connectivity, community preferences, marketing strategy, and overall cost, because there is a subsidy required to host these essential air service providers. So the airport authority received 4 proposals from providers. You all saw those, SkyWest, Air Wisconsin, Denver Air, and Contour Airlines. Each of those offered very different strengths, but it's our responsibility to review those and determine which one best meets the needs for the Raleigh County area as well as the New River Gorge region. So I'm going to allow Bob to explain the 5 key criteria and why we selected Contour as the provider.
Good evening.
Good evening, Bob.
Good evening.
First and foremost, I want to thank you for the opportunity to be able to be on the agenda this evening to discuss the EAS program. Why would Contour be in our recommendation? Contour has been a part of our community since 2018. They have been reliable, dependable, and they have actually supported the airport. But what I mean by that is during the COVID and challenging times, Contour did not pull any of their service to any other ES markets or any other markets they service, including Beckley. They operated their aircrafts in and out of Beckley even with 0 passengers. So their commitment to this market has been tremendous. They have run a 97% completion factor for our market, and that says a lot. They have also increased our boardings by 265% since any carrier has been here. We have had some challenges with previous carriers, which has drove down our markets. And with Contour, they have built up our market. They are the second leading ES market carrier in the U.S. With their reliability has came their awareness in the airline industry. They are now under 3 codeshare markets: American, United, and Alaska Airlines. It takes a lot to get codeshares, and they've got 3. With the market they're proposing is out of Charlotte, North Carolina, which opens up with the 3 codeshare markets, hundreds of flights from Charlotte and international. So it gives Beckley the opportunity to do business, economic growth, and provide the community with a reliable aircraft, or aircraft carrier. They have invested, they are, in their proposal, they have included a $25,000 annual expenditure for marketing to be collaborative with the airport and our partners, which is a big investment for us as well. Some of the things about Contour, they operate a 50-passenger aircraft and a 70-passenger aircraft, which they have redesigned those aircrafts to 30 seats. So if any of you have flown lately and you have flown on some of the regional carriers, leg room is a commodity. We have it. You can stretch out, comfort, and then with a 97% completion factor, you get to your connection. They also do not charge for baggage or carry-on baggage, so that is another plus. And what I'd like to mention is with the 3 code shares, once you book on Contour and you're connecting to those other 3 carriers, it's a one-stop visit. You do not have to purchase your ticket from Beckley to Charlotte and from Charlotte to wherever you're going. You can purchase it one stop. So it provides a easy check-in process for our communities. Their proposal is a fair and economical proposal, and it does not provide any matches from the city or the county or the community. So it is based on government funding for ES. They have committed, like I said, to Beckley. They are wanting to commit to Beckley. They are offering in the proposal direct flights, which we currently have as well, but direct flights to Charlotte and direct flights from Charlotte. And also they can switch it over to Dulles if we want to change later to do a Charlotte run. We could do one Charlotte run, one Washington Dulles run, or we can switch the whole market to Dulles or back to Charlotte. So they're flexible with the schedule. They want to listen to this community. They want to see what our needs are, and with that, they're willing to arrange it market. They're restructured that way, and I think you won't see that with some of the other carriers. There's not every day that you can reach out, pick up the phone, and talk to the president of the airline, and we've never missed a call with him. So, with that being said.
So in short, it's pretty clear why the Airport Authority has selected and recommended Contour for air service. I would encourage, if no one has ever visited or flown Contour at our airport, they keep their rates very reasonable. For less than $70 a ticket, you're flying directly to Charlotte on a phenomenal flight experience, and you're connecting to anywhere in the world from Charlotte. And again, with those code shares with United, Alaska, and American, it makes it a breeze for your luggage to go right through from Beckley. So I would encourage folks to experience that if they haven't before. So today, what we are asking for the city of Beckley is, as part of the EAS program, it's imperative that the city, the airport, and the county all align on their recommendation to the DOT for this provider. So we are asking respectfully that the city of Beckley support the Raleigh County Memorial Airport Authority's recommendation to move forward with Contour as our essential air service provider and submit that to the DOT. I have provided a draft letter of support that outlines the city of Beckley's support for Raleigh County selecting Contour, and that's what we are asking you all for. So if you have any questions, Bob and I are happy to answer those.
I got a question.
Sure.
I appreciate y'all, because I got kin folks down in North Carolina, and I tell you, it's much quicker to fly down than drive down.
Yeah, it's a great experience. I mean, for less than $70. I think my last ticket was $55 to fly to Charlotte to a concert and back in the same day. We've had meetings with businesses in Charlotte that we fly down that morning, fly back before soccer practice in the evening. And again, with a 97% completion factor, usually it's just the winter time that those have to be rescheduled. The good thing about the EAS program is that we are guaranteed a certain number of flights each year. And with the program that we are part of, if flights are canceled or moved, those are rescheduled for later dates. We don't lose those flights. We're guaranteed a certain number of flights per year. So it's a really great service right here in Beckley, and we hope to expand that in the future, and Contour is very much on board with continuing to expand.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Mr. Fowl?
Any other questions?
Bob, I just have one, relate Bob, for Bob, like I said, I was fortunate enough when Contour came in to meet with the owner or the president. What a great guy. Everything he committed to come into our market, he stayed. He did right through, like you said, COVID hit. He was a great guy. He promised, he delivered. While the other airlines that we've had has not done that.
And I completely agree, because you know my history a little bit with the airport. I was previous to the airport 23 years. I worked for the air carriers. And we have had issues with challenges with support. But with Contour and Matt Chavez's leadership, we haven't had those issues. And I think that says a lot. And just with the COVID issues and the challenges, like I said, we ran those aircraft with 0 passengers. And you know it costs money to operate an aircraft with fuel and crew members.
And correct me if I'm wrong, if you fly out of Beckley, there's no parking or no parking fee, right?
No parking fee.
No parking fee?
No tolls.
No tolls? And on top of it, once you're in security in Charlotte. You don't have to go through security again.
Since you mentioned security, Beckley now has TSA's invested in us in the Beckley Airport in the past year. We have a new X-ray machine, we have a new ATI walkthrough, and we also have a new security room that we can now seat comfortably 50 passengers, and before it was only like 16.
Okay.
So we've all invested.
Great job.
One thing I just want to acknowledge while we're here, you may have seen in the media that last week Contour announced a partnership with Spirit Airlines to bring larger air service to underserved communities. We have talked with Matt and the Contour team about that. In order for Beckley Raleigh County to host that, there will need to be some security infrastructure upgrades, but Contour has committed to helping us assess what those upgrades need to look like for us to host that level of an airline. And they know that we are committed as an airport authority to have that larger service through Spirit in partnership with Contour. So they are very aware that that is something that we want and have committed to helping us figure out how to get that.
Good job.
Good job.
Thank you both.
Good job.
Anything else? Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I will say that our interim city manager, Phil Gerald, has already drafted and signed a letter. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll read the first paragraph. On behalf of the city of Beckley, I'm writing to express our full support for this selection of Contour Airlines as the essential air service provider at Raleigh County Memorial Airport. It's already signed by Mr. Gerald, so there you go. Thank you both. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay, next item on the agenda is the Civilian Commendation Medal Award to Dominic Drennan, presented by Chief Thompson and Captain Graham. Chief, if you want to take it.
Yes, the Beckley Fire Department would like to take the opportunity to show some appreciation to a young man from our community for his recent actions. So I'll just read briefly from his commendation. The City of Beckley Fire Department is proud to formally recognize Dominic Drennan for his courageous actions on the morning of March 28, 2025. At approximately 6:30 a.m., a fire broke out at his residence on Bibb Avenue. The fire started in an exhaust fan and extended into the attic space of the home. Dominic quickly located a fire extinguisher and began to extinguish the fire. His efforts were instrumental in slowing the spread of the flames until fire department personnel arrived and completed extinguishment. His efforts directly prevented what could have become a devastating fire, and in doing so, he safeguarded his family's home and his well-being. Dominic's knowledge and readiness in this emergency can be directly attributed to his participation in Captain Graham's Community Emergency Response Team program, sponsored by the City of Beckley Fire Department and instructed by him and others. This program exists to prepare citizens to respond confidently in times of crisis, and his actions are a perfect example of its success. Dominic, the City of Beckley Fire Department proudly commends you for your bravery, leadership, and outstanding commitment to community safety. Your actions are an inspiration to others and reflect to the highest ideals of readiness and civic responsibility. Please accept our sincere appreciation and congratulations on a job exceptionally well done.
Good job.
That is very good. Thank you, Chief. The next item on the agenda is a motion to approve cancellation of lease. I've spoken with the city attorney, Mr. Fowle, and he would like us to move that to after the executive session, so we have time to talk about the details of that. With that, may I have a motion to move this item on the agenda to after the executive session?
I'll make the motion.
Say it again?
To move this item, I want to move it to after the executive session, so we have time to talk about it. So may I have a motion to move this item to after the executive session?
So we're going to vote on this after we come out of executive
Exactly.
session.
We're going to move this to the last item
So we
after
can
the executive session.
speak on it because it's potential.
So do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any questions about this? Or we're just going to talk about it in executive session and then bring this back after? All those in favor of moving this to after the executive session, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say nay. Okay, very good. Thank you. All right, next item on the agenda is the first reading of the land bank ordinance. At this time, I'll turn it over to Mr. Fowle.
Yes, sir. I believe actually on this ordinance, we're going to request, I know the city manager and I've discussed this, and we're going to request that this matter be tabled until till our next meeting. One reason is we have representatives from the city, including the city manager and recorder treasurer, going to attend a meeting regarding land reuse, and it's going to take place on either the 19th or 20th of this month, and they may have some ideas when they come back that may lead to some revisions in this ordinance. So we would ask that this matter be tabled until the next council meeting.
Okay, may I have a motion to table this to the next council meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say nay. So moved. Thank you, council. Next item is the receipt of bids for 6 Beckley Police Department vehicles by the Discretionary Community Project Grants Program. I have 2 bids. Is that right? Jessica, 2 bids? Get my glasses out. It's a small print.
Which one?
So the first bid is from Stevens Automotive Group. Quote you requested 2025 Ford Police Utility, and they've got the quote at $44,176. I will now pass this over to Council at Large Honor. And a second 2025 Ford Police Responder 4x4 in the amount of $46,608, again from Stevens Automotive. Again, nothing will be voted on, this is just for council at large and a few others to
Ask a
discuss.
question right there. Is that completely loaded or is that just for the vehicle itself?
What is it?
Plain vehicle.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Chief. And the second bid we received was for Midstate Ford, again for the 2025 Ford Explorer Police Utility. They've got the quote at $43,625 per unit. And I'll pass this over to you. And then the second bid for the 2024 Ford F-150 Police Responder, they come in at $46,966.52 per vehicle. And those were the only two that we received. So again, those will be reviewed at a later date. And next item on the agenda is public comments. We've got several of them, so when you come up, state your name, your address. You got 3 minutes. Jessica will let me know when you got 30 seconds left. Please be respectful to everybody and keep it at 3 minutes. And first is Mary West. And Anthony, let me know for people online. I'll read this.
Anthony, I just got a message that there's no link on the Beckley site to join. I don't know what happened.
Are they looking under the council meeting section on
I don't know. It just said there was no link. I'll message you. Thank you.
Okay, people. Now, you all come down there and put one strip of humps down there on LaRue. I've been called everything but a child of God, and I'm getting tired of it. Being flipped off. And like I told them, take that finger to their partner and tell them that's what they want to do to them, not me. I don't want their hind ends. But I'm going to tell y'all something else. Now, I would like to know, where is all the money going? 3 strips at $50-some a strip? Come on. Now, if you all can't afford, because I'm hearing that you're not going to put another one on LaRue Avenue, I will pay you all to put them down there, because they are coming across and acting like idiots coming on my street. And I'm just praying and asking for peace to be still, because I carry a piece of steel and I'm tired of it. Now, all of you all sitting there is being paid. And we come in here and speak to you guys. We should be paid too. And I'm not talking about monetary payments. I'm talking about pay us some attention to what we say to you guys. Because I didn't even suck a pacifier when I was a baby. You give me that pacifier down there across the street, and I ain't sucking on it. Please, let's put some more down there, because I am tired of being called out of my name. And you don't think I can't fly off of my porch? Yes, I can. I can grow wings like an eagle and knock somebody out. So I'm tired of it. So please help down there and put some more down there. I will pay for them if you all are out of money.
Just put them every 10 feet.
Please, and thank you.
Thank you, Mary West, as always. Tom Mosley.
Good evening. You know, folks, I'm a retired disabled federal employee. I have no criminal background. My wife and I have raised 3 children and never had CPS called on us. Okay? I have no speeding tickets. Yet I come up here and I speak for things I feel that are important. If I feel they're wrong, I'll call you out. I have been threatened. I have been slandered. I've been called a racist, which I find crazy because I'm Native American. I'd like to know how that works. But we have to stop this behavior. People are afraid to come to this podium and talk because they're afraid of what's going to be said after they leave here. And it's got to stop. We can be civil and agree to disagree. And that's what I'm asking this council to step in and enforce. Because I've had numerous complaints. I'd like to go talk. I'm afraid of what's going to be said when I leave here. I'm afraid I'll get slammed on social media. But please put a stop to it, because it's absolutely egregious and unprofessional.
Thank you.
Rose Hicks.
Hello, Rose Hicks. I live in Bradley. I've already said what I came to say. It has to do with the changing of the time and dates of the meetings. But I do have additional comments. I agree that you did know the time when you come in here, so I will reiterate that as well. But if you didn't know about the Board of Education's meetings, you know about it now. The fact that you didn't know about it and that had nothing to do with the Board of Education, that's fine. You know about it now, and it would be nice if you did change it, because people do need to go to the Board of Education meetings as well. And there would be more people in here then if they could go to the Board of Education meetings on the days that they have it, and then other days come in here. There would be more people coming in if it's different days. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anthony, do we have anybody online?
We do have 13 people online.
Okay, so if you are wanting to do public comments by phone or by computer, if you're on phone, just hit *3 to raise your hand. If you are on a computer, click the hand icon on your participants panel, and we will let you speak after all the other public comments. Just let us know. Debbie Williams, you're next.
Hello, City Council. I think most of you all know me. I am Frank Williams' wife. I'm glad to say that. I'm proud to say that. I'm talking to the speaker.
There you go.
But what I'm here about today is I'm here on behalf of the Southern West Virginia Multicultural Museum and Community Center. I know that's a lot in East Park, but we know it best as the center. But there seems to be some controversy as to the lease and the leadership of the community center. This center has existed in the East Park community for 15 years, thanks to some of the citizens of East Park and a partnership with the city of Beckley and with the late Senator Robert C. Byrd, who granted $250,000 for this center. Now, the leadership hands have passed down due to illnesses and the passing of some of the board members. Because of this, Councilman Frank Williams was asked to oversee the center, a place where he went to elementary school at as a child. To him, it was an honor and a place to take great pride in overseeing, in which he has done an awesome job by volunteering, no pay ever, by volunteering numerous hours to keeping the center in top shape. Under his leadership, many children's programs and community events have taken place at the center. But the lease was signed by the former chairperson, which is now being challenged, none of which Councilman Williams had knowledge of until about a year or so ago when he was faced with fraud charges, of which he has now been cleared of any wrongdoing. The community center is just not another school, but it's a historical place for many Black families growing up in the East Park community and surrounding area. Due to some of the renovations, though, by a previous administration, we were told that it could not be placed on the historical list. But in the hearts of the Black community, it has been a place where they can come and appreciate the history of the building. So I am appealing to City Council tonight and the city to once again partner with the Southern West Virginia Community Center by amending their lease and working with them to provide funding for this building. As East Park is considered a low-income area, I wonder if there are funds for impoverished areas that can be used to benefit the city. I believe the money that has been appropriated for the center by the city so far has been better spent than any other money by giving this community pride in a building that they can come to.
Thank you, Debbie. All right, next up, Kira Sorrell. Did I say it right? Sorrell.
Good evening to the mayor, Mr. Gerald, and members of City Council. My name is Kiara Sorrell, and I am here today to urge City Council to renew the lease with the Southern West Virginia Multicultural Museum and Community Center. The center has been a long-standing gathering place for people of Beckley, a space built by the community for the community. The Multicultural Center meets people where they are. It's not just a place for programs, it's a place for real life. It has given low-income families welcoming, dignified space to have their children's birthday parties. It has hosted weddings for couples who could not afford a lavish ceremony, but still deserved a beautiful start to their lives. The center has even opened doors for small business owners who needed a place to create, grow, and chase their dreams. At the heart of this place was Mr. Frank Williams, a man who has not only dedicated himself to preserving the Multicultural Center, but also helped create a welcoming space where every member of the community feels they belong. His dedication is what community leadership should look like, grounded in unity, respect, and service, not jealousy, contempt, and false accusations. A space built for unity and peace should never be manipulated for personal agendas. No single program, individual, or organization stands above the center, because at the Multicultural Center, everyone has a seat at the table. It was built to serve the whole community, not just a chosen few. So I plead with City Council to renew the lease with the Southern West Virginia Multicultural Museum. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Rodney Sorrell.
Good evening, Mayor Neal, Mr. Gerald, and all members of Beckley City Common Council. My name is Rodney Sorrell. I'm a case manager for the Raleigh County Day Report Center here uptown. But tonight I'm representing myself as a small business owner. I own a photography business here in Beckley, and I just want to reiterate the things that my wife said. I implore you to renew the lease over at the center, because I do a lot of work over there. I'm very thankful for the center, being able to use it for my work, and there's virtually nowhere else in Beckley that I can think of that that I could possibly use as a rental space. And I also have colleagues in the photography field who need places to work and to create. And I know there's a lot of other young entrepreneurs that could use the space for multiple businesses and to prosper. And it's served me a great deal. So I would just implore you to consider renewing the lease. And I thank you for your time. And I'm glad to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pam Upton.
I'm not going to have a lot to say because I've mostly said what I was already came here to say, but I'm not opposed to a 5:30 meeting. I just would like you to really consider not taking our voice away at the Board of Education, because we are at a very crucial time with the Department of Education and the state of our education, specifically here in this state. My son's girlfriend said to me today, and she graduated from Woodrow, she said, I haven't passed math since I was in 3rd grade, and yet they passed me every year. She just failed math in her freshman year at Tech. So the public is finally engaged with the Board of Education. Please don't take that opportunity or make us choose between coming here and being an active participant. As Mr. Mosley said, I'm all for filling this chamber with citizens that want to participate in local government, because that's how we get better. And I've been to many events at the center. I had not planned on talking about this, I didn't know, but it is a wonderful place. I've attended many events there, and I encourage you to renew their lease. Thank you.
Thank you. Christina Basin.
Christina Basden. Education is extremely important to a lot of us. It's not just about a meeting time. You know, we had a town hall meeting over at the Heart of God. I helped organize a town hall about education and invited the West Virginia Center of Budget and Policy to come down and give us exactly specific numbers about Raleigh County students. 1 in 4 students go hungry. We are well below the national, we are well above the national average for poverty. You are not here to give your opinions, you're here to listen to your constituents. The next thing I want to talk about is Black Knight. The workshop that you all held was an absolute joke. You all had your budget papers, but we know none of the numbers that you all had because y'all wouldn't talk about it publicly. All we know is that we're somewhere around $6 million in a deficit. And you all can point your fingers at the other administration, but you all have had 2 budget approvals. Once when you first came in July, and one recently. You are the keepers of the purse strings, and I said that the last city council meeting. And here we are, continuing to plunk money into an endless pit at our expense. $6 million could have kept our shelter open. $6 million could pay for our lifeguards. $6 million could give us hot concessions at the pool. They could create stewardship programs in every single one of our parks. I don't know what else to say. It's extremely disappointing. Thank you.
Thank you. Belinda Hopkins.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Mayor, and good evening, council.
Good evening.
Staff of Beckley. I am Belinda Hopkins, and I'm a board member of the Southern West Virginia Multicultural Center in East Park. And I'm just going to ditto off of everyone else that has spoken about that facility. It is a great facility. There are many more children that I have noticed in the area over the past 2 years. And some of them have been actually participating in the summer program that have been active there in East Park, not only the past couple of years, but when it first opened up. And I have been fortunate enough to have my grandchildren participate in those activities. My oldest granddaughter is a senior this year. She's graduating, and she was able to help out with the programs over there. So I grew up in East Park, lived there for, I'm gonna say probably 45 plus years. But nevertheless, I implore you, I ask you to please renew the lease for the Southern West Virginia Community Center. Thank you.
Thank you. How about Pat Williams?
If you all don't mind, I will stand where I am. My name is Pat Williams, and I'm an elected officer and board member of the Southern West
Can you get the mic?
Let's,
Can you get a mic?
he's bringing one.
2006, actually, when we first came to city council to ask for that building, to occupy that building. So I'm standing here tonight because it's a long history with that building, and I've been there since day one. And I'm asking that the city renew the lease and to continue to let the Southern West Virginia Multicultural Museum Community Center occupy that space as the primary space holders, because there's some other things that have come that I'd rather not speak on at this moment. But it's been a place for not only the things that has happened in the last 2 years, but as I said, since 2006, we have had numerous programs to come through that center, and it was open. Our goal was to provide a holistic approach and to empower people in the community. And through the leadership of Frank Williams, myself, and other board members. I feel that we have done that, and we would like to continue to do that. A lot of you have not been to the center, but Sherry Hunter, for one, knows programs that went through that center, and we pray that they will continue to go through. Thank you for your attention.
Robert Simon? Simon?
Robert.
Simmons, okay.
Robert, you don't have to say nothing if you don't want to, but if you care to, okay.
My name is Robert Simmons. I live in East Park, 219 9th Street. I attended the Multicultural Center as a little boy going to elementary school there, and we've seen what's been done over there over the years, and I'd just like to implore the council to reconsider to support that the facility. Thank you.
Thank you. Frank Williams?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Now, can I make my comment after, because we're coming back after, what's called after, because my comment's based on the executive section. And I can do it now if I have to, but I'd rather wait because I guess because the people I've said going to stay here. Now I'm asking if I can't, I'll be glad to go down.
I have no problem with that.
I think that's okay.
It's fine.
Anthony, anybody else on there?
No, nobody.
All right.
What I said, ma'am, my comments is going to be based on when we go back to executive section, after executive section, okay?
Okay, with that, may I have a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed say nay. Very well, we'll be right back.
I'm coming.
That makes you feel like she's at home.
You're too much.
Yeah, today might be 1 week since I had surgery.
I'm telling you, she's killing me.
Killing me small.
Killing me small.
You know, they, my maiden name was. Yeah.
Yes, I know, I've been watching my watch. We're into the finales, you know that.
Good times.
In fact, 2 of them won't be back next season, so I gotta watch it tonight.
Don't figure anything out about Calvary?
I just
She
thought
was
of
your
that.
dance partner there for a minute.
Okay, I understand. That's good.
Your what? Oh.
May I have a motion to come out of executive session and go back into regular session? So move. Second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say nay. Okay, great, thank you. So with the motion to approve the cancellation of lease agreement, we have decided, well, we're going to take a vote to table that to the next council meeting. So with that, may I have a motion to table the approval of cancellation of lease agreement for this time and table it to the next council meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I was gonna say, I know Frank wanted to say something. Okay.
And let me say for the record, there was no decision made back
Right.
in executive session. So there was a lot of discussion, but no decisions at all. Good.
Yeah, we sit up.
All right. With that, may I have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second?